Do you ever wonder how some business owners just seem to crush it? Like they have it figured out all the time. What is their secret? Well, they follow these 6 simple success rules. I have been in business for over 10 years, made a ton of mistakes. Every time I picked myself up again. On top of that, I paid tens of thousands of dollars for coaches and mentors that guided me. All of that I have packed into 6 success rules that I wish somebody gave to me when I started out. My name is Mario Lanzarotti. I'm a business advisor and mindset coach for business owners, helping them scale their businesses rapidly without burning out in the process. These are the 6 fundamental principles. No BS, no woo-woo, just straightforward, practical stuff you can apply to grow your business and live a life that you truly love. Let's dive in. Number 1, honor your word. This is so important. You can have the fanciest house, the most luxurious furniture, the most divine kitchen that you can possibly have with the perfect stereo. But if the integrity of your house has holes in it, sooner or later, the house is going to collapse. This is the thing about honoring your word. Honoring your word equals your integrity. People don't measure you by what you say you do or by who you say you are. They measure you by what you actually do consistently. If you tell someone that you're going to deliver something to them by 9 a.m. and then it's 11 a.m. and you still don't have it, there is a breach of trust. If you commit to something and you're not going to be able to make it, is communicated. Let them know, hey, I'm delayed. I'm not going to be there on time. I'll make up for it. Integrity and honoring your word is what builds your character. It shows people who you truly are beyond all the fancy titles, all the Twitter screenshots. It shows who you are as a human being, and that is worth more than all the other things combined. Number 2, be a person of high value. To be a person of high value means to have a solution-oriented mindset. You focus on helping people. Look around in your family, your friend circle, your business, your team, your customers, your clients, your peers. Look for a bunch of people and ask them about their problems, about their goals, about their desires, about their dreams. You want to find out information about them because then you can go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, what skills do I have that might be able to offer help to them? Who do I know that could help them with their problems and their desires? To become more of a person of value, one is you got to look for more people and actually figure out how you can help them. And 2 is you improve your skill set. You learn, you grow, you gather more experiences so that you become even more of value to other people. And that really opens the doors to an infinite amount of opportunities because people will always remember someone who is a high value person. Number 3, set goals and then focus on the process to achieve them. You would be surprised to know how many business owners actually never set a goal. It's crazy. If you don't have a goal, how do you know where you're going? You end up at a place where you've worked really hard and then you ask yourself, is this all there is? Am I happy with this? Goals help you become intentional. Goals help you collect and bundle your energy to become more effective. Think about a magnifying glass. If you just receive sunlight through a regular piece of glass, nothing happens. But if you use a magnifying glass, which bundles the light, it also bundles the energy at the focus point of the light. With more energy, what do you have? You create fire. So you can build more momentum. So what you want to do is figure out what is it that I want to achieve at the end of the year. So let's say end of the year, I want to hit $1 million in my business. Okay, great. Now what we need to do is we need to break it down. You could break it down in quarters. Then you could ask yourself, where do I want to be at the end of each quarter? Let's say 250K for each quarter. So then, in order to get to 250K for each quarter, how many sales do I need to make? I need to make, let's just say 20 sales. Okay, cool. So then you want to know, what's my sales conversion rate? Let's say your sales conversion rate is 50%. So that means if you need to get to 20 sales, you need to have 40 sales calls. Out of the people that I talk to on the phone or on Zoom, how many of those end up being a sales call? Let's say out of 80 people that I talk to, 40 end up coming onto a sales call. So you keep breaking it further down and down until you get to what you can actually control on a daily basis. Now you are left with today, reach out to 50 people, send out 500 emails, invite 40 people to a call. This is something that is measurable. This is something that you can control. And with that, you don't get lost with, am I going to be able to hit my numbers? You only have stuff in front of you that you can control, that you can alter. The great thing about this process, if you're not hitting your sales targets, it's one of those metrics that you need to be looking at. There's something that's not happening within those metrics. So it gives you oversight. With that, you have a great deal of control, and that allows you to hit the level of success that you want. Number 4, make use of accountability systems. You are not an island. You are a human being, and you thrive in junction with other people. We as people are strongest together, and you want to make use of that. There's so much going on in your life. It's so easy to forget what you commit to. Okay, I'm going to get up at 5, then I'm going to go to the gym, work on this, I'm going to reach out to this person, I'm going to have a call with this person, I'm going to make some time with my spouse. You write all that stuff down, especially now, beginning of the new year. A lot of people make New Year's intentions. You forget. Sometimes you write these things down and it feels good, but then actually doing the thing is really challenging. With accountability, you have one or more people that simply check in on you. You let them know, hey, every day I commit to doing this one action. And after I've done this action, I'm sending you a 30-second voice message, or I'm just sending you a action done message. When you have accountability, it's a lot harder for you to get out of your commitments because you have more watching eyes. And that creates a healthy level of pressure for you to stick to your commitments. If you can, hire a one-on-one coach. It's the best use of your money. If you cannot do that, join a group coaching community. If you can't even do that, find some friends, find some colleagues that you make agreements with and say, once a week, we're going to meet and share what we commit to. And then every day we're going to send a check-in message. If it doesn't happen, one time is okay. The second time, you're out of the group. There need to be consequences because otherwise people don't take it serious. Number 5, one of my favorite ones, be motivated by a long-term vision and celebrate small wins daily. This is so important. What do you want your life to look like in the next 5 to 10 years? Now, I know this is often an overused question and people often stare at me with a blank face because you never thought about it. Here's the thing. If all you do is just, I want to have a lot of money and I want to have a family, that's nice. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's more to that. Do you want to live on a tropical island? Do you want to maybe buy a piece of land? Do you want to have your own charity, play a part in your local community, maybe in politics? Do you want to star in a movie? You are a creator. You have infinite possibilities. You can do so many things. If you create a compelling vision of the future, it inspires you to show up each and every day. If you don't have a compelling vision of the future, you are usually haunted by a nightmare of the past. Maybe you grew up in a poor environment with a lot of trauma, a lot of abuse, and you're like, I just don't want that to ever happen again, so I'm going to work really hard. That's one way to drive you forward, but you're using a lot of pain and fear to drive you, which means you're driven by scarcity, and that makes your thinking, feeling, and acting a lot weaker. It's like you're participating in a marathon, but you're carrying a brick wall on your shoulders. When you do this, make sure that you're celebrating every small win on a daily basis. You got to become your own biggest booster. You can't be looking at the big end goal because sometimes that seems elusive. Sometimes that seems further away than when you started out because your mind creates that idea that you're not doing good enough, you're not working hard enough. You are responsible every single day to give yourself small pieces of evidence to fuel yourself. It's like shoveling hot coals in a steam train all the time. So the steam train keeps going. It also makes the journey really enjoyable. If you don't enjoy the journey, you're not going to be happy at the end of that journey. You're just going to think, oh, well, what's next? What's next? And you feel emptier and emptier. So make sure you celebrate those wins every day. Trust me, they're already there. You're just not looking hard enough. And then we have number 6, take full responsibility for your circumstances and stop blaming. This one is hard, but it is powerful. A lot of times people blame their environment, like how they grew up, their father, their mother, their spouse, their siblings, their country, their politics. They blame them for why things are so hard for them. Oh, well, I'm so angry because my father never said he loves me. Or I'm so angry because the wrong person is in the White House. Okay, got it. Now you are dealing with all that anger. You see, you are responsible for your feelings and for your thoughts because you are the one who chooses to focus on them. You don't have to complain about who's in the office. You don't have to complain about how your father is. I understand that it's easier said than done, but I want you to think about this. When you blame other people, you're giving away your power because what you're saying is the only way for me to feel differently, to feel better about myself, is when that other person decides to change. Good luck waiting for that. When you take full responsibility for the way you think and feel and act, and for also your circumstances, guess what? You are taking back the power. I know it's hard. I know a lot of people are not doing that. In fact, most people are not doing that. So it's tempting to say, well, if they're blaming, then why don't I blame? But this is not why you're here. You are here because you want to live a life of joy, success, freedom, and power. When you take full responsibility and you say, look, the reason I am making this amount of money is because I'm not reaching out to enough people. The reason I'm not doing that is because I don't feel confident in myself. The reason I'm not confident in myself is because I'm not honoring my word. Now you know what you need to do. Even if that's hard, at least you are knowledgeable and equipped with resources to help you make a change. And that change is truly worth what I'm sharing here with you today. So there we have it. These are the 6 rules that will guarantee you success, abundance, and a happy life. But here's the thing. Knowing these rules is just the first step. Click this video to learn more about the hidden CEO time management techniques that they don't want you to know. I promise you it's a game changer. My clients use it on a daily basis. I use it myself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace out.